What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Crypto Beard, the channel devoted to keeping you in the know with everything that's happening in the crypto sphere. With that said, my name is Devin. Let's get into today's video where we're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin taking another tumble. Ouch. Breaking below that $19,000 support, actually dipping down into the 17,000s. Oh, painful. But hey, we have good news as always, and we're going to talk a little bit about Ethereum. Going to talk a little bit about the issues with Celsius and other centralized exchanges and what you really need to be looking out for, lessons that can be learned through everything that's happening in the market, and why everything that is happening now is a bigger catalyst for the need for decentralization. With that said, let's get into today's video. So guys, I hope you're having a great day, other than the markets going to poop. I don't know if you saw it, but our president, Biden, was out for a bike ride, took a tumble. Anyways, I think he's okay. I wonder, sometimes I look at those kind of things and I wonder if they were trying to say, hey, look how healthy he is. And then he goes and takes a tumble. Anyways, I'm not going to get into politics or anything like that. But I do want to talk about this Bitcoin tumble breaking down lower. Lots of people are saying we're headed for 14,000. Is that the truth? Is it not? Well, first off, let's talk about the catalyst for what is causing this lower push. Well, we have a few things. We have the Fed's rates, all right? Which has, anytime the Fed is going to raise rates, you're going to get big corporate money pulled out and put into something a little bit less volatile, if you will. And I think that that's something that we're seeing. But along with that, we're seeing this mass wave of fear. And what do people do when they get afraid? They go to what they know, and what they know is cash. And even though cash is trash, not everybody knows that. Not everybody realizes that. They think of what they need in the moment. They don't think about really about anything else except for what is happening right in the moment. And so that's where you get these kind of issues, these unexpected huge downward swings. Now, could we see more of this? Could we see a shift down to 14,000? Yes, we could. Do I think that that is likely? I don't. I don't think that we're going to go lower. I mean, I know I've said that, and I know I've been wrong, and I could be wrong on this. I'm not saying that I have all the answers, but I honestly believe that there is going to be a momentum of buyers that could come in. Now, I could be wrong. We could push down to 13, you know, but that remains to be seen. But really, guys, the important thing is not like, hey, are we going to go to 13? Going to go to 14? What does the future hold? Because I still, and I believe most of the heavy hitters in crypto, I'm talking about billionaires who have billions of dollars invested into Bitcoin and into what is happening in the crypto sphere, they still are betting that it's going to 100K within the not so distant future, you know, within the next 2 to 5 years. So even some say between the next 16 to 24 months. I don't know about that, but definitely 2 to 5 year outlook. I am very, very bullish on Bitcoin. Now, as far as Ethereum, man, poor Ethereum. You know, with everything that was happening with Luna and Celsius, Ethereum has taken a little bit more of a beating. And I know there's been some talk of us reaching down into the 700s in Ethereum. And I actually think that that's highly likely. I think that Ethereum could see some more devastating blows. But here's the thing, guys. Ethereum, it's built to last, and the network is so strong in that the number of nodes, the decentralization that there is on Ethereum. I mean, I think that it is something that is going to weather the storm as well. But in the near term, is it going to get ugly? Yes, it is. And I'm sorry. I can't pump you up and say, hey, going to 10,000 ETH right now. Now the future, yes, it's highly possible, but right now we're going to be looking to see better deals. So that is the positive news. Guys, be ready to jump on these deals. I mean, even if you say, well, hey, I thought Bitcoin at 29,000 was a deal. You know what? I still think it was a deal. And if you're willing to hold, you have to be willing to stick to the long term. You will do well. So take that little bit of encouragement. But let's talk for just a second about Celsius and about really the lessons learned. Celsius and then the market as a whole. Okay, what we've seen in these last few months, we've seen the realization of a lot of manipulation, whether that's monetary policy manipulation, whether that's big hedge funds moving money around. Like a lot of people think that that's what happened with Luna, is that it was sunk by whales, and it looks like it could be that way. However, guys, I think there are really important lessons to learn, and the biggest one that I see is the need to understand why decentralization is so extremely important. Okay, decentralization and the principles behind it, it's kind of like the Constitution and how game changing it is. The fact that blockchain technology offers us the opportunity to have decentralized organizations where everyone has a voice, where there is true democracy and even weighted democracy, kind of like what we have with the Electoral College, is possible in it. That's huge, because here's the thing, guys. When you are putting your faith in a centralized entity, that centralized entity is going to have selfish motives. Why? Because we're human, because that's kind of how we're programmed. And so when push comes to shove, what is going to happen when the motives of that entity are in contrast to yours? Well, theirs are going to get promoted because you usually sign over your right. And this is what happened with Celsius, guys. Those they've frozen all accounts to where people cannot withdraw, move funds around. They can still deposit. No, we still take money. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we love taking the money. But you can't withdraw funds or move them to an outside wallet. Now, this is a reality with centralized exchanges. This is why you should really consider not holding a bunch of money in a centralized exchange wallet. Now, I understand there's benefits. I understand that, hey, we can get this kind of APR and all these things. They do all these things to make it really attractive, and then they do KYC, so that way if the government decides they want to freeze your accounts, they can do that. But the important principle, guys, is in a decentralized exchange and a decentralized setting, those things are not possible. Say the exchange gets hit. Well, the exchange gets hit, it gets hit. And the users are not, they are not the ones that take the brunt of that. And so I think that's how it should be. And I think that's, this is what you see with the dollar, guys. Hey, if you just look at M2 supply, you can go on usnationaldebtclock.org and you can check it out and see the creation of M2 supply over the last, 4 or 5 years, and look and see how much money we've added. And that's money that has just been printed, has just been created, because we have fractional lending. And on top of fractional lending, we have quantitative easing, where the Federal Reserve just prints out money and makes everybody poorer. And this is the reality. This is not the truth. This is not some pie in the sky thing. This is simple math. And it's out there for you to see. But a lot of people say, oh, that's ridiculous, and they, want to stick their heads in the sand. What we have happening in moments like this, where you have the culmination of events, where people are seeing the reality of what happens when you have all this market manipulation, and eventually, payday comes, hopefully they will open up their eyes, and open up their eyes to the need for decentralization. And so this is kind of why myself and a lot of other people in this space are big proponents of the need for decentralization. We really do. We really need this. It is huge because the threat that these centralized entities provide is real. It is huge, and they want to, have these, huge documents that you scroll through, and then you click one button, and boom, you sign all your rights away, things that you didn't even know about. It happens every day, guys. So, with that said, that's all I got for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully it's been educational. Hopefully you feel like I do about the need for decentralization, where there is not this, oh, I trust you and you can screw me at all costs thing, but where there is a mutual level of responsibility, and it is and it's secured by a contract. That's the awesome thing about smart contracts and what the future holds for them. And so I hope that that gets integrated more as we move along through time. But hey, the only way to make it happen is to get the word out. So be sure to like this content, share it, subscribe, so that way you don't miss anything anytime we go live, because we're going to be going live soon on the regular. So look forward to that. Look forward to spending more time helping you guys understand why this space is so revolutionary, and why, if you get in right now, it could change your life. That's it for today, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time. Peace.